you have to identify the distractions that's preventing you from moving forward. You have to actually write them down. You have to be honest with yourself. Like, are you out of the house too much? Do you go to an event, like how many times a week? Like, I know you can afford it, but is the house losing in the long game? Like we want you to enjoy life, but there's so many things that you could do on the inside of the house that could change your family. And those of you that don't have family, you have a story that nobody else has. You still have to work on yourself. If you work on yourself, you'll find the energy you deserve, and you'll be able to tell that story where you can actually create a family to make sure that your kids don't go through what you went through. Like, you guys have to understand, when I look at the movies and see shows, I'm like, man, that's a pretty good story right there. Everybody has a good story, but your story is not good if you don't beat it. Like, wherever you are in life, it can improve, but it's going to take an intentional effort that you weren't taught by your parents. Because if you were taught by your parents, you probably wouldn't be here. For real, for real. Like, you only know what your parents have taught you unless you went out and got more information to see if they were right or wrong. But at the end of the day, they didn't know everything. So once you realize that they did the best they could, you forgive yourself, you forgive your family, but you look at yourself differently. You like, oh, I can do more. Like, I think by the time, like, I do think, I try not to think so far ahead, but I think in my head when I'm 70, by the age of 70, I would be really cold at communicating. And the reason why I say 70 is because I know I told you guys like 15 years of routine or whatnot. So for me, routine, I'd be like 56, 15 years. So that'd be 14 more. I say the age of 70 because I feel like I'm working on my health. And as I continue to accumulate hours in these categories, I have better answers to justify why you are the most important person in the world. And being 70, people look at people that's older differently when they're given information of things that they've lived and seen people grow. So I think by the age of 70, that I would have practiced and spread a message to tell people how important they are. Like, that's a long time. So as I continue to get better and sharpen these swords, I'll help people sharpen theirs so they can do that and show others to do the same thing. Because your story, it doesn't even have to be told, but you don't have to lose in your story. That's all I'm saying.